Hey everybody. Basically you can push this up now because the roof is totally loose. So these seams will actually come completely up if you just push, and when I push you hear that crack. It's all water damaged and ruined obviously, but now that we've actually torn this open, we can smell the mold. So it's really a good thing that we're tearing this out and we're doing it all. And come over here with the camera, dude. This this foam might be able to be salvaged. I'm not sure if we put new plywood on top and bottom. And I think the electrical is currently run in the middle of this stuff, or it might be behind. So if we have to tear it out, we're going to have to redo the electrical. But that's okay, because this is really bad. Show up here. See this? That smells like mold. It's toxic. So anyway, that's pretty much the update. We're tearing out the ceiling now. And talk to you later. Okay, hey everybody. So as you can see, she's throwing that huge chunk away that we were just showing you up here. There's the foam. Here's a little 1x6 or something that the owner put in before me, and that's actually a lot better than this crap, but it's probably still just going to be taken out and replaced like everything else. So here's this garbage. This is what we're looking at, and what we have to tear out now. So we're pretty much going to have to rerun our lights and our electricity to like all the places throughout the roof and this wall, and I think we're going to be able to leave this wall and this wall intact and just spackle, sand, and then put new paneling, new hardwood over it. So, and then this in here will be eventually put new plywood and painted, and the kitchen cabinets will go back in, and the kitchen sink and stuff will go back in. The fridge will be replaced. So, okay, see ya. Say hi. Bye, Mandy. Okay, here we are. More of this stuff just being ripped out of the wall. Got my wires labeled so I can basically reproduce the connections, but as you can see, the wires that were before in between this foam stuff, they were in between that. The foam is coming out, and the wires are going to be re-ran. Excuse me. So there it is, and basically I'll tug on this for you so you can see how it's going. And this stuff is just useless. So gross. And it smells terrible, she says. So we are having the joy of ripping it out piece by beautiful piece, and when it's done it should be beautiful. We'll be back. See ya. Alright, this is us tag teaming, being bosses on this disgusting roof. Oh man, it's awful. So anyway, we're ripping it the rest of the way out. Oh, can't even breathe.
We got some cords here.
Yeah, be careful of the cords. Alright, pause, label the cords, grab a piece of this tape, baby. Okay, where's that tape? I'll hold them for you. Find the tape, and then we'll label it that it's the kitchen overhead light, and then we'll know which light to wire it up to. Okay, rip. She's hardcore. Alright, so here's our little setup right now. We're tearing that nastiness out, and luckily we live right by a gorgeous mountain, if you can see that, and right by a not so gorgeous dumpster. So we are actually very lucky to have this dumpster here, because otherwise we'd be hauling trash really far, and we're not hauling anything anywhere. Okay, I'm sorry that you didn't get to see us rip that out just now, but I will let you see her carry it out of the camper. It's a big piece of rotted ceiling. And if you will notice, all of it is soaking wet. None of it is dry. It is all soaking wet. So, it smells like shit and mold. But hey, we were talking today, we're going through phases of smell with our RV. It started with old RV smell. And we've gotten rid of all the old RV smell, and now we're onto the mold and wet smell. So I'm sure we'll march through the moldy wet smell and eventually get to a nice clean new-ish smell. So, alright. Strange noises coming from the trailer. Oh man, look at this.
This falls out.
That's our roof. And to think, people told us we should just put a rubber roof on top and not worry about this. Just put another layer on top. They say, no, no thanks. This stuff has to come out. So, what you're looking at up there, even though it looks like wood, is actually our aluminum, and it's just got a layer of mold and then a layer of wood paneling from that stuff she's pulling out.
Look on the side.
See? It's just that stuff stuck to the aluminum a little bit. So we're going to clean it off and sand it down and repair it. You'll see what we do. So just a real quick tour of disgusting pieces of wet floor everywhere. Really attractive. It's a little dark in here for the camera, but this is what we're working with. This is our aluminum. I don't want to touch it too much because it's just garbage stuck to it, this wood. But that's what we've been doing, what she's doing right now. That's what we're up to. Careful, babe. Trust me, it's not all that fun. So, this is what I wanted to show you. Drops of water. Can you see that? The camera won't really focus, but basically, those are droplets of water on our aluminum. So there's enough water on there not just to keep the wood soaked 100% of the time, but to actually have drops of water. So, gross. And look, here's a hole in our aluminum that didn't come from a screw. Okay? This did not come from an install of a screw. This came, it looks like from rust, although I thought aluminum doesn't rust, so if anybody knows some knowledge there that I don't have, feel free to share it. But I've been noticing these holes that aren't screw holes, so why are they in my aluminum? Anyway, I'll fix them, but let me know if you know why that's happening. And my goodness, look at all that water.
That's ridiculous.
So, and look, more holes that are not screw holes. They're just random holes in our crappy roof. So, that's what we're trying to replace.